problems if they come up. So if there's an overload blitz, they need to have the understanding of what to change the play to, so they're not taking unnecessary hits. And you want them to learn, but you don't want them to learn at the expense of taking, a beating or losing their confidence. And it's a balance of trying to get him that experience, trying to put him in a position where he can be as successful as possible, but also making sure that you're doing the responsible thing for that player, because he is capable of getting himself out of problems that inevitably come up.
Nick, I feel like I'm on, remember Revis Island? I feel like I'm on Wild's Island here. I'm the only one that keeps saying Belichick is 12-0 against rookie quarterbacks at home. Tua is playing Belichick at home the first day. Well, Tua's not at home, Belichick's at home. He will be 13-1. It's a guarantee. The backup just beat Belichick in Foxborough. Now listen, I know I'm alone on Wild's Island here, and as a Patriots fan, I want to start Tua. I root for Tua, but I want to go ahead, start him. The Patriots will win, and the Dolphins will lose, and everyone will write their Monday morning quarterback are like, oh, what a shocker. Like, it's not a shocker. It's been 12 times in a row. It's going to happen again. So if you want to start him, sure, but it's going to be a Patriots win, Nick.
Okay, but it's not just about week one. And Wilds, I'm so glad you brought up week one, because week one is 1/16 of the Dolphins schedule. Coach, this is for you. Let's put up the Dolphins schedule, because this is multi-layered, multifaceted as to why Tua absolutely should start week one. The most important game the Dolphins will play against the Patriots is not week one, it is week 15. And you would much prefer that Tua has some experience, even if it's negative experience against them. Secondarily, the critical stretch of the Dolphins season comes in starting in week 7. When you have, leave that beautiful schedule up, America. We need to see this, we need to go through it. Week 7, you have back-to-back weeks of West Coast teams coming east. You have that massive advantage, 1 p.m. Eastern kickoffs against the Chargers, and then another time where a West Coast team comes east against the Rams or Chargers first, and then against the Rams. Pardon me. You have winnable games against the Jets and Cardinals. So you need Tua to have gotten out of his lumps early, and maybe most importantly, I think we're looking at this from the wrong perspective. The reason the Dolphins went 5-4 down the stretch last year was not because Ryan Fitzpatrick was brilliant. It was because the defense got better. A defense that added Byron Jones, added Shaq Lawson, I'm leaving one guy out, added Kyle Van Noy, former Patriot. And this is the most important part of that schedule. Think of the quarterbacks that you're playing. You have 2 games against Jared Stidham. You have 2 games against Josh Allen. You have a game against Gardner Minshew, a game against Drew Lock, a game against Joe Burrow, a game against Justin Herbert, 2 more games against Sam Darnold, who I'm not sure if he's any good. That's 10 of your 16 games where you might actually have the better quarterback in Tua. So for all those reasons, get him going, be 8-7, Jenna, going into week 17 at Buffalo with a playoff spot on the line. Let's go, Miami.
I got to jump in for 1 second, though. The PT didn't just say he's had a miraculous, schedule of training and rehab, and he looks great. He said it's so rare to have strength back after surgery like this. I feel like you're playing with fire if you're going to throw him in there, if it's so rare that he's come along so quickly. And check this out, though. Our friends at Fox Bet have the Dolphins win total increasing from 6 to 7 if Tua starts all 16 games. So, Coach, I guess I would ask you, if he's healthy and they do start him, how much better would the Dolphins season as a whole be? You saw the schedule Nick just put up with Tua as the starter, obviously over Fitzpatrick.
Well, with Ryan Fitzpatrick, you don't know what you're getting. He's a roller coaster ride, and he's not. Last year they brought him in and they thought they could tank with him, and he's not the guy you want to tank with, because he can go out and light you up. And you saw it when he was at the Jets and they went 10-6, and then there's been multiple times in his career where he's played really well. So that veteran presence, that potential that he has, it's hard to say that Tua is gonna match that early on. And when you look at the schedule that Nick so willingly put up there, that first 5 games is rough. If you've got the Patriots,
Yep.
you've got the Bills, two really challenging defenses. We'll see where Jacksonville comes out, but they've had their moments as well. Then you've got Seattle and San Francisco. So you start a young guy who's not prepared to navigate through all the challenges that those defenses can present, who's coming